What's going on? TK Pryor coming at you. Another video. Somebody came up to me the other day and they was like, man, I see your videos. You always putting that information out. It was like, if the world ends, I just want to know if I can come live with you. And I laughed. I said, yeah, I try to put information out. Nobody wants to hear the information I put out, but I still make a video and talk to you guys on Facebook. But in spite of the fact that the writing's on the wall and the play is coming to an end, people's cognizant dissonance won't allow them to accept the fact that the paradigm has shifted and that things have changed. So you can feel the change, you can see the change, but you won't admit that things have sort of rotated. We've got an economic system that was always designed to steal from you. No one believes that. You got a fractional reserve banking system that is negatively set up for the poor person. No one believes that. You've got a US dollar that continuously loses value because the government that owns the dollar prints to infinity, which is simple mathematics. If you overprint something, you devalue what's in circulation. But no one believes that. You got a system, a governmental system that through the current elections just is obvious that we're headed or duplicating what Rome did. And well, no one reads history, so you don't even know what Rome did and what we're repeating. And then on top of all of that, no one even is smart enough, educated enough. You got people walking around with PhDs but aren't smart enough to understand the economic changes that's within the world right now. So what that leads to is a bunch of people that's gonna remain sheep, remain robots, fall off the cliff when the cliff comes. So I guess the guy that was joking about me, has a point in the sense that no one cares that things are changing. No one really gives a F about nothing that is on the horizon, and everybody just lives for today as if nothing is ever changing around us when that's just not the case. So I like to point out the matrix because I'm not asleep. And, doing that just upsets people who want to stay asleep. So it's one of those weird things. But staying asleep in the matrix is not going to take you to some promised land where there's mansions and virgins. I mean, it's just not going to happen. Everyone wants to live in a fantasy world instead of taking responsibility in the real world. So living in a fantasy land, I mean, it doesn't get you anywhere. And it doesn't prevent you from falling victim to what changes are happening around you. So you can play in Nintendo world, but the real world still exists in and around your lack of participation. And that's all I try to point out on Facebook. I try to point out the reality of the fact that our financial system has shifted, and the only way you're going to make it is to take responsibility for your own future. I always say gold money, silver money, and cryptocurrency. But If you don't know that the dollar is losing value, if you don't know that fractional reserve banking is a scam, and if you don't believe that and don't want to do something different to earn money outside of paper and diversify internationally so that you have assets and not liabilities, then you almost are you almost deserve the changes and how they're going to affect you. The person that doesn't prepare deserves to deal with the problems that comes with no preparation. No matter what your excuse is for living in fantasy land, if you don't have financial insurance and a flood comes, then drown. Plain and simple. And that sounds harsh, but it's the reality. It's the truth. It's the factual side of not giving a care about the changes within our society and in our economic world. You don't want to take the time to learn, so just deal with the storm when it comes. Get an umbrella in case it starts raining, or when it does start raining, don't complain, just get wet. Get some hail thumps on your head. It's just that simple. And if you make it through the day, then the next time you'll carry a freaking umbrella.